What's up, y'all? This is the Curious One, and we're here kicking it at the Ugly Table. I went into my local Walmart last night, and they had the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow movie figures. I did not pick those up because I already had them. Um, I found it necessary to go back to my Walmart this afternoon, and when I went into the toy section, lo and behold, they didn't just have the Snake Eyes and the Storm Shadow. They also had these two ladies. Um, these were the last two that were there. They did have a Baroness, but I already have a Baroness. I honestly did almost grab her though, because if you find the right head, I think it would be very easy to turn that body into a female Cobra soldier, trooper, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I did go ahead and opt out. While I was at Walmart, I actually was planning to pick up an extra Snake Eyes because I was just going to use them as a pocket figure, you know, carry them around with me and pose them up in places, maybe take pictures of them, something, I don't know. But I just wanted like an extra Snake Eyes to play around with. I ended up not picking them up because I found these two and I'd already spent a bunch of money there. So uh, these two were mandatory, especially since I found them on the pegs. My local Walmart never has anything. Um, they never have anything I'm interested in. Anyways, they typically have those Kevin Smith He-Man, but I went ahead and picked up this guy as well. But I don't want to give Kevin Smith any money, so I haven't been getting those, even though I like the way the He-Man and the Skeletor looks, and even the Moss Man. Uh, I, I I just don't want to give Kevin Smith any money for that abomination he made. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do a review. I think we'll start with the Akiko because I don't know. I just like the way that figure looks. So we'll start with her. So here's the front of the package. From what I've been seeing, the bad guys have a black background with the Rashikage symbol, and the good guys have a white background with the Akashi. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm trying to say. So those are the two differences that I've seen so far. Got a +4 here in the top. Got a Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins down here. Got a G.I. Joe Classified Series. Akiko, Hasbro, and got some really nice art. I really like that art. I actually like the way the art looks more than I like the way the figure looks, and I actually really like the way this figure looks. I'm not attached to this character whatsoever. To be honest with you, I haven't even watched the movie. I don't really have an interest in it. To be honest with you, it's not. I don't. It might be a great movie, but I'm just not interested in it. It's not my Snake Eyes, so I'm good. Uh, if it ever comes, when it comes to where I can see it free, then I might give it a shot. I don't know. It might be the greatest movie ever, but I kind of have my doubts. So we got a Hasbro down there in the corner. Got some more really nice looking art on the right side. The Akiko from the front is continued onto here. Got the Akiko there. Nice close up of her. Got a golden dragon going through there, and got a gold Arashikage symbol there on the bottom. On the back here we have the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins movie figures artwork. This artwork is on all five. Yeah, all five of the figures have this same art on the back. Got a Hasbro down here. Got a bunch of different languages down over here. GIJoe.com, and don't feed this to children under 3. So on this side is the file card. Got the Rashikage symbol up there. Got the Akiko there. Got a number 18 and the G.I. Joe. These symbols all have their meaning. You can go to GIJoe.com and find out exactly what they all mean. I'm going to say she's a copper. She likes to bludgeon people. You can't see her, and she is good with throwing weapons. The window continues on top so that the light can get into the figure. You got a Arashikage on the left, got an 18 on the right. Not very useful things on the bottom down here, but there's the skew if you need it for some reason. So let's open this girl up and see what's inside her. So the first thing we have is the white insert with the Arashikage symbol on there, like I mentioned earlier. Now, if you need a makeshift backdrop, this might work for you. If you need an Arashikage symbol to hang in a dojo that you're making, maybe this will work for you. I don't know. Maybe you just like the way it looks, so you want to cut off the flaps and hang it on your wall. It's all up to you, man. Sometimes I use these on the ghetto shelf to cover up some of the wires for the lighting, you know. So, yeah, if you need it, they might work for you. Sorry about that. We're having a thunderstorm right now, so bear with me. So here's Akiko out of the package. And I gotta tell you guys, I am really loving the way this figure looks. I do have my concerns about the high heels. I think it's gonna possibly be hard to stand at times. She might be an airborne ranger. Have to pick her up off the ground every day when I come home. But I don't know. We'll see. As I said, I don't have any... I don't know this figure at all, like the character at all. To me, it's just a Japanese woman in a gi. A very beautiful Japanese woman in a gi, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm really digging what I'm seeing. I haven't played with the articulation too much yet, but I really, really dig it. Now, I know there's a claim that female figures don't sell very well, but I think a lot of that has to do with their articulation, and sometimes they come with rubbery legs and they don't want to stand up, and they're just not put together the greatest. Now, the G.I. Joe Classified line has been doing a pretty good job with the articulation on the females. I still think that there's some room for improvement, but as of right now, I have to give the best female figures to Hasbro. I really do think, to the Classified series, I really do think that they're doing a good job with that. I think they're falling short on multiple other things, like the boot cuts over here, and the blowjob Storm Shadow, the Amazon exclusive blowjob Storm Shadow. I think they really fell short on that figure, and it could have been a really great figure because the sculpt was pretty nice. The look of it was pretty nice. They just dropped the ball on several things. They've done it with other things as well, like the original Storm Shadow, or the original Snake Eyes. His knife sheath's not working. He's a hula dancer. His elbows don't like really stay in place unless you get them into a certain location, and there's a big gap in between, so he's kind of got this like hand job motion thingy that I really don't like. I think they're doing great as far as the way the figures look, but I think they need to get in there and like really tweak some things and make the figures better. But this woman right here, I really, really dig this figure, and I'm hoping that I'm going to continue to like it. So you get the figure, you get the staff looking thingy with the sword blades on both sides. I believe, I don't know, maybe this one does not disconnect. This one's just solid. I thought it disconnected. Well, and then here you have them disconnected, and they don't actually plug into each other. So that's a little weird. I thought that they were the same thing, just one was plugged in together and one was not, and that you would be able to plug them in, but it's not a deal breaker. It doesn't upset me. This is a little bit crooked. I can probably fix it if I want to take the time, but it's not too bad looking. There you go. So they are the same weapon, but they just gave you one that's connected and one that is disconnected. So if you want them put together, you use this one. If you want them separate, you use the two separate ones. Let's get a good look at this face, because I really love this head sculpt. I think it resembles the actress a lot. I can't remember what her name is, but I think the actress is in her late 30s. I could be wrong, but she kind of looks like she's in her late 20s. I think this action figure, it captures her likeness pretty good, but I think it makes her look a little bit older than what she actually looks. I think it captures her actual age more than it does how she looks. So there's the top down to the pants. You got some nice wrinkles there. Look really great. There's the heels. I really don't like heels on the female action figures. I just kind of, I'd like to think that women would be smart enough to not wear high heels when they're running, jumping, and kicking and stuff like that, because, you know, a broken ankle will ruin your day. Got her hair up like that, and I like that because that usually gives you more head movement, but because of the way this head is sculpted and how deep that hole is in there, I'll show you guys. The one thing I do worry about is that the white is painted on top of the black, which will give, it is very possible, oh, holy crap, it's raining like a motherfucker out there. I'm afraid that the paint is going to wear and or rub. The paint is pretty good on this figure. I just got these two little blemishes there and there. And what it looks like to me, what it looks like to me is that the paint was not dry when this figure when that part of the arm got laid down, and then it dried, stuck to whatever it was. They just pulled the part off of whatever it was stuck to and slapped it together. Little disappointed with that, but you know what? It's not that visible. It's actually very hard to even get it to show up on the camera, so not a big deal. Do have the zipper painted there. Does kind of look like it might be misaligned. Yeah, I think, I don't know. Can't really tell. It's such a small detail. But yeah, got the zippers here, and looks okay. Do love this figure. So you're gonna get, the head is on a if you can see it there, on a ball joint and a disc, and then the neck is also got a ball joint, but you can't really, I mean, it gives you a little bit of extra, but not a ton because of how deep it's buried in there, but it does help out. So you're gonna get that much up, which I would like a little bit more because she's kind of a ninjutsu type girl. So if I have her, like, it's not too bad, but I would like a little bit extra, a little more. I think. And then you're going to get not a ton of down. Yeah, not a ton of down, just because of the way it's sculpted. See that? There's not much space to move in there. These little bangs right here are actually a soft rubbery piece, and they're not connected, which is really cool because you can get, it's got that little space, so it looks more like real hair than if it was like plastered to the side of her face. It would kind of suck. I like the way I like what they did with that. Really nice. So that's the neck. On the arms, it looks like you're going to get a little bit more than a T-pose. Well, this side is going a little bit higher. There we go. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're getting a little bit better than a T-pose. You can go all the way around, but her gi is going to get in the way, and I don't really want to scrape a bunch of paint off of there. But she can go down that far. It's got a single jointed elbow, and it looks like it's getting about 90. Then of course her hand can swivel, and on this side, let's see, she's gonna get the up and down. Has the up and down on this hand. Let's see if that's different on this side. Get the rotation, and then yeah, it looks like this hand is also an up and down. Now you have a cut at the diaphragm, and you're not getting a whole lot of like rocker type motion out of it. You're not getting much ab crunch out of it. You are getting some back out of it, just very little, honestly. Now this is a rubbery piece. Lights are wanting to go out on me. And it covers up the waist joint. You do have a swivel at the waist, and possibly a little bit of rocking motion, hula hooping out of there. Let's see. It does have the leg drop. So without the leg drop, you're going to get about that far. I think that rubber might be stopping it a little bit. Your leg is going to be able to go back that far, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I can't complain too much about that. Yeah, you're getting about that right there. And then, oh, that actually did make the leg drop. So that far, and then just that without the leg drop. You drop it down, you're getting to there, and then back you're getting to there. So not too bad. Then you got a thigh swivel there. Got double jointed knees. Not quite kicking herself, but that's pretty good. It's because of how, no, let me see. Oh, so yeah, I was tripping. Look at that. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, now this is something that I complain about a lot, and she does actually have a boot cut right here, so I love that. You're gonna get some up, you're gonna get some down, and then of course you're gonna get the ankle pivot. So actually go all the way around. There we go. Yeah, I love that head sculpt. That's a really nice head sculpt. The head does feel a little bit loose on there, but yeah, I really like it. So it does look like she has trigger finger hands, but it's not cut. So if you decide you want to give her a gun or something, you're gonna have to go in there and slice that finger so you can fit her finger into the trigger well. But that's not that bad. That's not that big of a deal. I mean, she is a ninja, so she should be using swords and such. Speaking of, let's see how this fits in her hand. So yeah, fits nice and tight. It's not wobbly, not falling out. And I would have to assume that this would be the same. But let's see. Yeah, also fits in there nice and tight. No worries of it falling out. So yeah, I do wish he had a little bit more ab crunch and a little bit more back. I may pop her and see if I can do something to get a little bit more, but I am definitely digging this figure. So I am definitely loving this figure. I am happy that I purchased it. In fact, if I run into a second one, I'm probably going to pick it up and use it as a body for my Lady Snake Eyes. She's on the retro Black Widow body right now. I think this body would work for her, and then I would just paint the white the same red as what I have here on the visor, and I think that would actually look really nice. So we'll see if I can find another one, and if I do, I'll probably go ahead and pick that up. So here she is with some other female Joes. You got the Lady J, you got the Scarlet, and you got the Baroness that came with the coil. Of course, you did see the movie Baroness on the coil. Now this isn't the greatest comparison because they're not standing properly, but these four are all on my shelf and they're posed up the way that I want them on the shelf as of right now, so I'm not really going to dig with them, so that way I can just place them back and they'll be good to go. If you have room for a female ninja, if you really like the G.I. Joe Classified series, then definitely pick this figure up. If you just want a female ninja, you can pick her up. She'll probably fit in good with your articulated icons. Let me see that. Yeah, I think she would work really well with your articulated icons. I think she'd probably fit with your Marvel Legends as well. She might be a tad bit shorter, but hey, she's a Japanese woman. They're a little bit shorter usually. Don't get me wrong, some of them are very tall, but for the most part, they're a tad bit shorter. So I think she would work with most of your 6-inch figures. And yeah, I definitely recommend her. So if you see her on the shelf somewhere, go ahead and pick her up. And I think that's about all I got to say about this. So y'all have a good night. Try to stay out of trouble. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.